So she was 16, 17, 18. She was learning how to raise a child before she even had one of her own.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So yeah, as far as to that question, all of that should be summarized within one answer in very few words. Yes, a woman can definitely raise a male child.
That's what's
No
up.
man, no matter their personification within the identity of their self, as a man or as a woman, or whether they might feel a certain way as like they was born this way, but they feel like they're this way. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? None of that matters when it comes to the morals and ethics taught to a person and brought down to somebody
Right.
who is good and righteous. She's righteous.
Right.
She's got a crown for a reason.
Yeah. You're right. You're right. You're right.
I love it.
Yeah. She loves it. I mean, looking at her, she is a strong woman. I mean, if I get a paper cut, I'm crying. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
she like, what you
yeah.
crying for? But I mean, she's so tough. You know what I'm saying? And in the beginning of the year, just got diagnosed with congestive heart failure, and
Uh,
they told us she was only gonna live for 90 days. You
yeah,
was there, bro. You was
yeah.
there.
We
Yeah.
came straight there. Not just me,
Yeah.
but Tana.
Yeah,
Tana, my,
Tanner did.
my
Yeah.
fiance, my
Yeah.
fiance came straight
Mm-hmm.
there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it was life and death. It
Yeah.
was life or death. You
Yeah.
know what
Well,
I mean? And
that first night, it was you're not
yeah,
going to make it through the night.
Yeah.
Then
yeah,
the other surgeon came down and I said, well, if I don't do all this stuff you're talking about, because you know I don't like Western medicine.
Yeah.
If I
yeah.
don't do all of this, then what do I got? And he said 90 days.
Yeah.
So I just been told, I gave my, I got my death card. This isn't the first time. This is not the first time for my rodeo, And so I said, okay. And then I guess my reaction, everybody was confused because I wasn't crying. I didn't have no feeling. I'm
Hmm.
just like, okay, bring me some food and I want to watch TV.
That's because you
But
found acceptance. You found
Yeah.
acceptance within the situation, and you're just
Yeah.
like, all right. The brass tacks of it all is basically,
Exactly.
I got my grandson, which is your world. Jax is your
Mm-hmm.
world. You
yes.
know,
Yeah.
and you got your daughter, and you got your sons, and you got your wife, and you got me, your brother.
Yeah.
You wasn't
Yeah.
worried about yourself. That's what I need to express here. I need to stress the point expression of you was not worried about yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You was worried about everybody else.
Yeah. Yeah.
And let me ask you something. When's the last time you seen a man willing to exemplify such character?
Ooh.
Okay, I'll wait. I mean, I don't want to hold my breath that long, but I'll wait. Okay.
Yeah, we need
Yeah.
that. We need to cheer on
Okay.
that one.
Okay. You don't need a
Yeah,
cheer.
man.
You need a roar. You know what I mean?
Woo, woo.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
Arr.
You gonna do it for him?
I'm not a very good roarer.
No,
Yeah.
but you a good
You
queen.
know,
Though.
listen, I like to say that my sister's, fuck that. She's my life mentor. You're not just my sister. You're my life mentor.
Mm-hmm.
You're my moral compass that forever has guided me through this life. Even when we were thousands of miles apart and I was in prison for 14 years and I never
Wow.
saw you, but I felt you and I heard you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
There was never a disconnection. You know what I mean? It's just like almost me and my higher power. I never lost my connection. I never saw him or her, whatever it may be. But I felt that connection, and that's what guided me. That's what kept me from, be honest, killing myself.
Yeah.
You know, I was suicidal. I was highly depressed. I had a lot of mental and emotional aggravation that was going on that would have drove the normal human being to exit this place, to exit this life.
Understand? Yeah. And then, bro, like when you are between, like, let's say a rock and a hard place, or a
Uh-huh.
back is up against the wall, is
Yeah.
it okay to have like a belief system such as like maybe
You
not
have to.
Christianity, yeah, but
You have to.
spiritually, yeah,
I
You
think she's
have to.
talking more on my line.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. You
yeah.
have to have something to call upon.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have something to call upon.
Mm-hmm.
Because guess what? Just like with any person, man, woman, confused, awoke, it doesn't matter. Anyone. If you pick up that phone and you're calling, but nobody answers, how do you feel?
Yeah.
It don't feel that good, right?
Right.
Okay. So if you got somebody on the other end willing to maintain a connection, willing to communicate with you, that's a lot. That's more heavy than heavy. That takes away everything that's lightweight.
Exactly. Wow.
And Cliff does really well when he's not all sporadic and all over the place, and he has a drug problem, so he's not doing that. When Cliff does very well, when he is actually very spiritual, he's calmer. He as you can see, he's a real good speaker.
Yeah.
But I've always wanted him to get in to be like a drug advocate, a mental health advocate, because he would just save a lot of lives,
He would.
But he with Clifford, with my brother, I said this to you the other day. I don't care what you do. You want to go Buddha, you go to Christian. I don't care what because we're pagan, but you can do whatever you want to do. Because I noticed when he was doing that after this last, what was that, Cliff, halfway house? He got an AA, and then he was in
I was
church.
in a sober. Hold on, correction. I was in a sober living house.
Yeah, and then he was going to church. And I don't think people think like, oh, do you get mad? No, I don't. That's his life. Even with my kids, I didn't force them into whatever I want. I want you to figure out what it is in the world and you go do it. Right. But every time he gets on that level, he's calmer. He's happy. He's just a better person.
Intellectual.
And he's very intellectual, very. Yeah. So that just drops all the other weight around him so he can be better.
Yeah.
And just like people, your brother this, your brother that. I don't give a damn. He's my brother for good, bad, in, out. He will always be my brother. And they're like, well, what if he did this? And I'm going to be right up there with the damn pom-poms. Okay. I'm his life pack. Y'all can't take that from me.
Yeah.
Hey, does this platform have room for raw honesty?
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Okay. Let me tell y'all something.
All right.
I did my sister wrong. When I was within the root of my addiction, I don't know if I should say this. When I was within the root of my addiction, just to be honest with everybody, all the viewers, everybody that's listening, she was the only one. She was the only one. She was the only one that was there for me,
Yeah.
And I paid her back by stabbing her in the back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I stole from her. I lied from her. I brought drugs into her house. I violated every sacred code that she ever taught me, raising me up.
Yeah.
And that hurts to say that.
I know, bro.
And I'm sorry, Kathy.
It's okay.
But that's what addiction will do to you if you're not careful. You play with that devil too long, man, you're going to burn in them flames.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
You're right.
But luckily, I had somebody to pull me out them flames.
Exactly.
You hear me?
Exactly.
And it wasn't God, it wasn't Buddha, it wasn't Muhammad, it wasn't nobody but my sister. And her love, and also her daughter. Her daughter was understanding and forgiving because I violated the whole household as a whole when I brought that mess with me into their household.
Yeah. We've definitely been through some things.
But it takes a strong man to say, okay, I was wrong, so I'm going to spend this time to make it right. I truly believe in that, because if you don't acknowledge what happened, then that in the whole is a disrespect to me.
Yeah. And one thing I'm big on is respect. Respect, because that's all. What I learned, I don't mean to be big or try to like glorify prison, but I'm gonna tell you one thing about prison. The men that I was around, the warriors that I was surrounded with, respect will go a long way. Honesty, truth,
Mm-hmm.
will go a long way. And
Mm-hmm.
if you don't pay homage to it on a daily basis, you could quickly find yourself dead. Not
Ooh.
just not just physically. You could be alive but be dead. You know,
Ooh. My
Mm-hmm.
God.
you could be getting released in a week and not give a damn and go ahead and kill somebody because you don't give a dang about living outside in the outside world.
Yeah.
Because you lose perspective when you lose respect.
Right. Man. Like, is it like if so? Say for instance, if somebody keep going to prison or jail,
Yeah, yeah,
is it the fact that they don't know how to live outside of prison?
yeah. Some people lose the ability to reacclimate
Yeah.
themselves to open society because
Mm.
they've either been locked up repetitively throughout their whole life. So now it's become a behavioral characteristic
Mm.
that they've adapted to, that they've brought on, and that they put onto themselves. It's like
Yeah.
this all they know. So like it's recyclical. It's
Yeah.
recyclical. It's what they know. You know what I mean? It's just
Yeah.
like, okay, when you put your shoes on, you tie your laces, right?
Mm-hmm.
But also
Mm-hmm.
when you take them off, you got to unlace them too,
Right. Right.
you know? But like, no, sometimes it's even more than that because women and men, both that I know that have been locked up in prison,
Mm-hmm.
they lose hope. They lose hope.
So can I
They,
say, if
yeah,
they get locked up in the 80s, right?
yeah,
Time for them to stand still. Because even if they got locked up in the 80s and they get released from prison this year, they
yeah.
wouldn't know anything past a fanny pack and a colorful teal jacket because
They don't
time for
even
them
know.
has stood still.
They're gonna look at a cell phone and be like, what the hell is this?
Wow.
You know?
Wow.
Yeah. So, yeah, man,
Mhm.
it's a little. It's just messed up. The whole system is messed up. You might find a few, there might be an institution here in
Mhm.
Massachusetts that is very pro rehabilitation and they go above and beyond to make sure before they get out of prison that they
Mhm.
have a post prisoner release relief program, right?
Mhm.
So before you get released, they make sure that they have something lined up for you to where you're able to go do some vocational trade training and have you set up to where you have a job that you actually have a skill set to work when you get
Uh-huh.
out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
within that itself gives you hope. Because guess what? You learn something else other than how to fucking sharpen a fucking knife or
Yeah.
introduce contraband in the
Right.
visitor. You
Right.
know?
Right.
It's something to look forward to. It's something to visualize beyond the barbed wire and the bars.
Mhm. Mhm. Wow. That's deep. That's real deep. I mean, so if you can, Cliff, if you can give your younger self and the men or the boys going to be a man
Yeah.
any advice, what will it be?
Find you a strong female influence.
Mm-hmm.
Because majority of the men, the young men that are in prison,
Mm-hmm.
89% statistically are recorded as not having a man, adult figure raising them in their life.
Wow. So
That,
is
if you
that
can
deep?
agree with me, the reason a lot of that's why I always work real hard with Clifford and my boys, because a reason a lot of kids go to gangs is they want a family. They want to. Your mom works two jobs. The family doesn't. Or daddy's a drug head, gone all the
I hear
time.
what you're saying. Like a woman who doesn't have like a father figure in their life, so
Hmm.
they go and attract themselves to an older man.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm
Wow.
sorry to tell you, but my sister was like a dude. She was like she was masculine. She was very
Yeah.
feminine. She was
Yeah.
very
Hardcore.
feminine,
Oh yeah.
but she was a no holds bar, cut no shit
Uh-huh.
type of individual. Her personality did not. give room for bullshit.
Mm-mm.
Right. Wow.
Not always been like that. And with
And
clips,
so
like,
that's why I say to answer your question, roll your dice. Your best chance is to find you a strong, backboned woman
Yeah. Yeah.
to look forward to
Mm-hmm.
or guidance. Because every child, every baby that comes from the womb comes from the womb, from the woman,
Mm-hmm.
from the mother,
Mm-hmm.
not from the dad, not from the
Yep.
father. The father comes into play. Let's be
As a
honest.
provider.
The father comes into play probably 2 years later down the road. But the
Wow.
woman is the one who suffices the stepping stones of the foundation of what that child is going to be.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're
Mm-hmm.
going to start with it, you better end with it.
Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. I like that. I like that a
Facts.
lot.
Facts.
Wow.
It worked for me.
Wow.
You don't want to know why? You don't want to know why I was so angry and so confused the whole time, my whole life, childhood, adolescence, teenager, adult. I
Mm-hmm.
was too busy being angry because I couldn't find my dad. But
Oh
if I
man.
would have been more focused on what I had,
Mm-hmm.
which was a woman, a
Mm-hmm.
strong backbone woman, a morally and ethically assured individual,
Mm-hmm.
a fortified mind of the female specimen, my sister,
Mm-hmm.
I would have I would have been just fine. But I let my ego and my pride get in the way.
Oh my God. My God.
I think with everybody, I mean, there's stuff I had to learn on my own. I had to do it my way. Even as my daughter, she was getting it bad. But when she decided to leave and she decided to do everything, the reason I let her have so much freedom is I wanted to keep her. She could have just ran another country, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so I wanted also her to call me when she needed me.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Mm-hmm.
it's really hard when you're coming up to that. And what JoJo was doing was trying to get what she didn't have. She had her mom's dad and mom. Like
Mm-hmm.
even if I was married, that I did not allow my kids to call them dad. None of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And her dad was not in her life the right way. I tried to co-parent with him. It didn't work. And I never talked bad about him to her until now. I just let him show his true colors.
Mm-hmm.
And now she knows what a piece of shit he is.
Mm-hmm.
You gave her
But
affirmation. You didn't reinforce it.
no,
Right. Right.
not at all.
That's one of the best things you can do to a child. Instead of, I mean, people got it wrong. Just if you want to be the child's friend and this and that and the other, I mean, you can't be one without the other. You can't be bold and straight and then turn around and be like, okay, well let's smoke weed together. No, no, that's not gonna
Mm-mm.
work.
Yeah, but you can't be a pushover either. You can't be a walkover. You can't be easy.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And that's why a lot of the youth these days are going led astray because a lot of the parents within the households, they get so frustrated. They get so,
Mm-hmm.
let me use a better phrase, exasperated. They
Ooh.
get exasperated by the
Mm-hmm.
efforts that they put in towards guiding them, but they don't realize they need to take the gloves off.
Yeah. Yeah. And I do
But you can
believe
take the
in the.
gloves off. You could take the gloves off and be a firm. You could be firm in
Yeah.
your ways, but
Of
also
course.
still be delicate and
Mm-hmm.
graceful.
Yep. Ooh, I like that. I like that. I like that. Y'all, if y'all don't get nothing from this man, what he just literally said, I don't think y'all gonna understand. I don't think y'all gonna understand it. He just
If you
literally
don't
broke it down.
know, now you
Now you
know.
know. Hey, look at you dancing. I mean,
Hello.
so basically, and this is what I believe, behind every good man, including a king, there is a good woman,
Oh, I
a
like that
queen.
king stuff.
Because the king puts the woman ahead of his life instead of behind.
Oh,
That's right. When you get married, they want you on the right side of them.
Hey,
because
hey,
it says
hey,
I
hey,
know him like the back of my
hey,
right hand.
hey, Debbie,
Mm-hmm.
Debbie, dice in the game of chess.
Yep.
Guess what the queen do?
Protect the
Protect
king.
the king.
Protects the king, but
Mm-hmm.
she's the strategist. She
Exactly.
is the strategist, my man.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
She takes out all the opposition. She
Mm-hmm.
clears the avenues into success.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
If
Yeah.
y'all saw the movie 300 and how he treated his woman, and they
Ooh,
came into the into his what is this village, and they was like, "Are
ooh.
you gonna let this woman just keep yapping at the mouth?" He was
Uh-huh.
like, before he did anything to that man, he looked at his wife. Only thing she had to do was nod, and it was over.
Xerxes. Xerxes was
Mm-hmm.
a person. Xerxes was the medieval Turkish Ottoman
Mm-hmm.
ruler
Yeah.
that invaded into Sparta, right?
Yep.
But
Yep.
before he kicked that messenger into the forever falling well of despair,
Mm-hmm.
what did he do? He looked over at his queen.
He sure did.
He got the okay.
He sure
As
did.
soon as she nodded her head, yes,
It was over.
he got a foot in his chest and he went down and never lived again.
Sure did. Sure
But
did.
it started with her.
Yeah. And with you, Cliff, I
That's my
know
song. That's my
the
song.
the man that you are today. I
Yeah.
know for a fact, and you walk like a king. You act like a king. You are a king.
I,
So,
I fell short though. I fell short though. But
but the
guess
thing
what?
is,
Guess what?
yeah,
Guess
uh-huh,
what? I got back up because I had strong ass women in my life.
right.
One of them sitting next to me.
So let's
You
talk
know?
about her. Let's
Uh
introduce her
oh.
to the show
We're gonna talk
and
about them.
see what we have to see what we can get some advice from your
Come here.
queen.
Hey, go ahead. You can talk to her. She's on.
What's up,
Hey, hey,
sis?
hey. How you doing?
Got a
I'm
lot of
doing
people
good.
listening.
How you doing, sis?
I'm in here cooking.
Uh-oh, been eating, huh? Ain't
Tana's
nothing wrong with
always
that.
cooking.
She's always cooking. Yeah, so I mean, I know you were sitting there next to Cliff and you heard everything that he said. Could you add anything to that as far as like women being more strong, not overpowering, not overbearing, but like as a strong woman that he can actually lean on you when times get hard?
Well, here's how I look at it. You know, I come from the same thing. My dad was killed and murdered in front of my eyes when I was 8. Yeah, by the cops. And my mom, she did everything. And she raised 5 different boys. And, they're pretty strong. Some of them strong, some of them weak.
Mm,
But I'll sit there and say, like, as far as Cliff, he's the best man I've ever had. Sometimes the worst. But by far, if it wouldn't been for his sister sitting back and doing him the way she did all these years and raising him, I
hmm.
probably would have run like hell.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But it takes one strong woman to raise a man,
That's right.
and to do it by yourself, and
Hmm.
especially if you raise multiple ones,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes sense. I mean, so what's your story, sis? Like, how did you get to be the woman that you are today? I'm talking about strength. I'm talking about ability to win. I'm talking about like somebody that can pick themselves up off the ground when they're not doing good at all.
Well, like I said, I watched my dad get murdered. Then I turned around and I had one of the best fathers, a stepfather that stepped up for a few years.
Hmm.
And after that, my brothers raised me. So I guess mine's a little bit different than his because where a woman come in and raised him,
But a man raised you.
but a man raised me.
Wow.
That's why I'm so different, I guess you could say.
Yeah, yeah.
My brother did what my mom fell off the deep end after my dad died a couple of years after he died and left the kids that she was raising and left me and my brothers in a house. So where Cliff had his sister step up, I had my brother step up.
Hmm.
And he was working 2 jobs, plus playing football and going to school and trying to get me to cheerleading. And
Mm-hmm.
he was 16 years old and paying a house mortgage.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he paid that house off when he was 30.
Wow.
So
Wow.
where he had a woman raise him, I had a man raise me. So we've got, me and him both were so similar because he's so close to his sister, where I'm so close to my brother.
So with that being said, um, so so you know, and this can be your personal opinion, it could be a fact. You know that if somebody, like, say for instance, you and your stepdad, he should have been the example of a man that you want in your life, and bro's sister should have been the example of what he want in his life.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's
Wow.
exactly what it is. Oh, I didn't throw in there that I was raised by lesbians too. So
Hey, yo, let me just
I
come
hate to
on now,
say
sis.
it.
We gotta, you know.
I have to throw that in there.
Yeah. You supposed to throw that
I
in
mean,
there.
I was raised by my brothers, but I was also raised by my cousin, which, I mean, if you didn't know by
Mm-hmm.
looking at her, you'd think she was a man. Uh, she act like a man. I was pretty sure she was a man.
Didn't even know she was a man.
And then you know what they say? They say what we was talking about that the other day, babe. That if two lesbians raise a child, do they come out? Do you believe that they will come out to be gay?
No.
No,
Why is
because
that?
her and her wife didn't.
Hmm.
I
They
know a
had a
lot
son
of
together.
I know a lot of gay couples, and they adopted or they did in vitro,
Mhm.
and their kids ain't gay.
Okay, so this is two women. So let's break down two men.
That's a whole other ball game. I don't know.
Oh no, y'all need to put my best friend on then,
Oh
because
wow.
he could tell you about it. They
Yeah.
just adopted one 8 years ago.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
we should add him to it. And
Yeah.
he favors Jackson in a lot of ways, but him and his husband
Mhm.
adopted him from the time he was born.
Wow.
I mean, if it's a good relationship, and when they're adopting kids or going ththrough that, they do a lot of screening.
Mhm.
But if it's a good, my thing is, if you're a good family and you're good kids and you really want to be parents and they're going to be treated right,
Yeah.
get a college education,
Yeah.
and as long as they're not hearing your nighttime affairs that's going on,
Yeah.
then I'm all for it.
Right.
I think so too. Because I think one of my best friends, I'll try to add him to it because I think he would like this.
Yeah.
But he is, I think he's 8 now, and they adopted him right after he was born. And
Oh
him and his
wow.
husband, I mean, they're doing amazing.
Yeah.
They look like a happy family.
Yeah.
Both of them's got good jobs. He is well, he was a paramedic. Now, what is it, RN?
Oh,
And
they making money.
oh yeah, and his husband works at some kind of manufacturing place. So
Wow.
they adopted him, and it seems like they have the perfect relationship I've ever seen in my life. They're about like you and Kathy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Every time you see pictures of them, it's just like it's complete happiness.
But you know what? How me and my wife do. We don't do anything affectionate. Like maybe a hug, or we don't be over too. You know what I'm saying? Bearing. You know, bending her over and doing
Around
like
Jackson.
that. Yeah, in front of Jackson, in front of our grandson, because it's hard enough for him to wrap his head around me. You know what
You
I'm
know, to
saying?
be honest with you, I've never seen Bobby and his husband do that either.
Mm-hmm.
Never seen them
Yeah.
never kissed.
Yeah.
I've never seen them kiss, like,
But people
on,
say that as if we just go and do that around children, and we just, we don't do that. It's what we do in our bedroom, that's in our bedroom. What we do behind closed doors or by ourselves, that's what we do. But when kids come around, I mean, me and her just have a second nature, just, being neutral. We don't have to
I
do all
think
that.
that's what they do too, because every time I see them, they're, like, literally, they've held both of the kids' hand, like, one will be on one side and one be on the other one.
Yeah.
But I've
That's
never once seen them kiss or be in a, now, no, I did. They went out on a cruise, but that's different. Their son wasn't with them.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But they posted that on Facebook, and I think
Mm-hmm.
they kissed one time. But their son wasn't around them either.
Right, right, right. I mean that's only justified because you want to give your children the best life that they can be. Some of them come out like doggone rotten tomatoes. I ain't gonna lie, my family as well. But I mean, you try to do your best as a parent to raise them up in the way they should go. And once they leave the nest, I mean, you're welcome to come
Well,
back.
I will
But
say this in the defense of gays.
okay,
I will say this. I don't know how to say it right.
just put it out there.
But lesbians. My cousin that raised me,
Hmm.
her and her wife has a son together, and he's 23.
Wow.
He's in the military now. Like, he's got so many credentials. Like, he's way up there. And they've got a
Yeah.
son together, and they've had him. They did something. I think it was somebody that one of their friends they got.
Oh, surrogate.
It was something, yeah.
Hmm.
I'm not really sure how they done it, but that was 23 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's when it was real bad then. That's when it
Yeah.
was real bad.
Oh, yeah, like I told you, I didn't even know she was a woman.
Oh, yeah.
I
Yeah.
thought she was a man. But now she looks more of a woman than I do, the older she's got.
Damn.
I know, right?
She
So,
done
sis.
lost all that masculinity and all that.
Oh, now you understand, like, oh, that's why your voice is deep. I'm just like,
Yeah.
but before we close this out, what advice could you say to the women that's struggling? As for addiction, for liquor, for attention, and as
Mm,
well as the teenagers who is growing up to try to be a woman. What advice would you give them?
mm. As far as the addiction goes, because Lord knows I've done it. And you can sit back. As women, if you have children and you're going through addiction, then those children sit back and they watch you. And what is it, like 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10?
Mm-hmm.
One of your kids is going to be on, yeah. And as far as women that's going through addiction, your best